and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. And oh, that is going to be a safety. And this offense, this new offense, would appear they still have a few kinks to work through.
And isn't that to be expected? It's a unit that hasn't played together a real game before. So they definitely got some growing pains, Brandon. And this one, it cost them 2 points.
This is taken at the 15. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. So they touched him before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Fighting Hilton on the slant.
Another day,
and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
T.Y. Hilton, 45 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
Harrison Butker on for the point.
So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now did he step out of the end zone? Yes, he did. The referee says he stepped out, and that is going to be a safety. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's a matter, really, of the rich getting richer. They built a big lead already. Now tack 2 more on following the safety. And they've got the football back as well.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. T.Y. Hilton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here. Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Again, it'll be Dorsett. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tony Dorsett, his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Raiders 41, Washington nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Brandon Ayuk returning it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay,
and for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And he's going to go down again. Sheldon Richardson, his second sack of the night.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third.
Here's Montana to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
T.Y. Hilton, 69 yards. And the silver and black continue to roll. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Raiders 48, Washington nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Steps away to his left. And now, did he step out of the end zone? Yes, he did. The referee says he stepped out, and that is going to be a safety. Well, it's rare to see one safety. It's even rare to see three safeties in a game, Charles.
Well, we'll be able to talk about this with our grandkids, great-grandkids, and anyone else that may come around the house when we get a little bit older on that rocking chair. We were there when we saw 3 safeties in one game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 62 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And able to get this out to the 25.
It's over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
On second down, Fitzpatrick again. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Flushed out right.
Finding Knox there, complete.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down now. It's Peterson. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Raiders have recovered.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back